In this video, I'll be listing my 2004 BMW 325 Xi wagon. I personally have owned this car now for probably 6 to 8 months. It was a daily driver through the winter and did a few little projects to it. There's a lot of good with this car. There's also some things that need tending to, but at the moment, it is turnkey, fully serviced, been loved its whole life. No check engine lights, no rust, no need for any immediate maintenance. And I drive it frequently. It's got 144,000 miles on it. I believe I got it somewhere in the high 130s or low 140s. And there's a stack of service history that is from the former owners that I will be including with the sale. Seems to be a very low owner car. And with the LCI, there's some great upgrades for things like automatic lights, etc. We'll start with kind of the good, then we'll go through some of the issues. In terms of the bodywork, the good on the bodywork is that there is no rust on the fenders, rockers, underneath coming through the floors, anything like that. You'll see a little bit of surface corrosion on things like the brakes and the control arms under here. But as far as the bodywork goes, especially on E46s, this one's been pretty clean. Although there does seem to be some, probably accident repair in the past that you'll see kind of on some of the front panels have been replaced. But all in all, no rust or rot to worry about. So it's a clean show. As far as the wheels, tires, brakes, suspension, the suspension is all Bilstein, brand new, put on by the former owner. I did all of the brakes and rotors and even the rear calipers. One of the pistons was sticking, so we've got brand new brakes all around. The suspension, control arms, etc. Again, check through that maintenance history. There's a lot that's been done to maintain this car well, even things like axles. The wheels and tires are all matching, within 3 years old, Continental Extreme Contact. So matching brand, matching tire, matching tread, all well balanced, no bends, cracks, etc. I put those on there. The car is completely OEM, with the exception, I do have some 10mm wheel spacers just to give it a nicer look on there. One of the things I really like about this car is the interior. So the interior is very clean, especially for an E46. Nothing's like gummy or, peeling off of the plastics. And it's got the nice, silver trim here. The worst little bit of wear is on the driver's seat. There's just this little bit of cracking there. But other than that, everything is, I'd say, pretty good. I'll highlight a little bit in the hatch so you can see another just little area, but overall everything works. The AC I have never really used. I think it needs to be recharged. It blows, but it doesn't seem to blow cold. That's never really bothered me. And this car has some of the best heated seats I've ever had in a vehicle. They get really hot, which is nice in the winter. We'll take her here, start her up. Car's not fast at all, but it runs perfectly. It goes on the road, tracks straight, brakes well, idles smooth. Again, no check engine lights. She's up to temp. Let's hood handle a little bit here. There it goes. But you can see smooth running. I actually just replaced some coils. So I've got the cover for this, obviously. Runs really nicely. I'll put the camera on the engine and rev it up a little bit here. So runs perfectly smooth. Replace the washer bottle. It does every now and then. It only happens once in a blue moon, but it'll throw a code for the SAP, but goes away. Coming around to the back here, kind of cool. I like this. Pop the glass, open this up, and we've got our rear. You'll see, got our dog net, and we've also got our cargo cover. There's also, obviously, under here, the spare and whatnot. Just a couple issues back here, a little carpet peeling here, broken latch here. But one of the biggest problems that this car had when I acquired it was, if you know E46 as well, especially the wagons, the headliners tend to sag and the pillars can actually get pretty nasty. So this car, my big project on it was to redo the entire headliner in black, which they never came with. And I got a bunch of parts from Europe. So the pillars are flocked, like black satin finish. All of this hardware is from overseas. And overall, while it's not a perfect job, it did come out very, very nicely. See, even the sun visor. The one thing is I'm still missing a black sun visor. Came out of a convertible on this side. So, but it really made the car just that much nicer on the inside, and it's something that won't need to be addressed. Now on to some of the issues before we go to a drive. The biggest issue with this car is that there are, dents kind of all over it in a way. Like on the hood, it's really hard to get on camera, but there's a few little, it looks like hail damage-esque, like especially on the roof. There's just like a, little tiny ding. You can kind of see it. I'll wave the camera here. So while the body's super clean from like a rust-free perspective, it definitely, if this type of thing bothers you, that kind of is what it is. Never has for me. It's just a daily driver, and it does great at that. So let's go take it for a drive. I'm actually always surprised at how smooth and well shifting the transmission is. You'll hear I'm going down this bumpy road. No knocks, bumps, creaks, anything like that. Again, one of the biggest things with this is so smooth. It's not fast, but it's very smooth. Down a nice country road here. Try not to get pulled over for using my phone. And now brakes. Problem is it's smooth. The road kind of undulates a little bit here. But overall, it's pretty well. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.